Got another question through one of my surveys, and it says, what are some effective constraints in dietary programming? So what do they mean by constraints? It's really simple. Constraints are something that confines you. They are rules that you have to abide by. And let's face it, if we don't have constraints with our training or diet or anything else in our lives that require discipline, probably not going to stick to it. So some effective constraints that you can employ while you're dieting is following a few things. So number one is having consistent meal times and consistent meal patterns. If you're eating breakfast one day and not eating breakfast the next day, it's going to be hard to stick to a regular schedule. And sometimes if you push breakfast back or you choose not to eat a meal, it can be hard to hit your calorie totals that you want. Also, as a result of that, if you don't have regular meal times, you might get hungry and then overeat in another meal. Number one is having some type of meal structure and having some habits with regards to how you're eating on a consistent basis. Another thing is to commit to certain foods that you're less likely to overeat on. If you know that you're gonna overeat on something that is really sweet or really salty, just remove it from the house if you know that you're gonna struggle with it. So some people struggle with ice cream or some type of salty snack like chips or crackers. If you know that's gonna be a struggle for you, create a constraint and just remove it. You don't have to remove it forever, but if you want to succeed with your fat loss diet and you want to build some constraints, that might be something you have to do. Another constraint that you can commit to is focus on eating a majority of your meals inside your own home. What that means is prepare as many meals for yourself as you possibly can. Because when you do this, you are keeping way better track of your food and what goes into your mouth than you will be if you eat out consistently, if you go out to the bar, or if you get some type of takeout, or you go to a restaurant. You can't really track that stuff. So if you do want to have those foods, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the majority of the meals you eat are the ones you prepare for yourself. That way you don't have to worry about any tracking errors or worrying about falling off your diet.
Thank you so much for watching. Creating videos like this is a lot of fun, but it also takes a lot of time. So I would appreciate if you would share it with your friends, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode of Just the Tip.